This is In the Click with Tiara, and today we have special guest, DJ Wally. So, what is it that you're known for?
I think people know me for just kind of going everywhere with my music, like just trying to play like a mixture of everything. I don't like to play one genre.
Okay.
And it's like pretty much, I think, guaranteed a good time when I'm DJing.
Okay, so where are you from?
I was born in LA, and I live in Rialto right now.
So I know I met you at Cal State. We actually took a radio class together. So what's your major?
Mass communication.
Mass communication. Do you want to do something with that, or does it have any relations to your DJing? Or what do you want to do with that?
Well, I mean, to be like completely truthful, I did it for my parents. I'm a first generation college student, and I told them kind of from the get-go that I was gonna go. So I really did it for them. But I mean, DJing is my passion, and that's what I plan on pursuing.
Okay, what kind of music do you play?
Hip hop, reggae, Motown, freestyle, funk, trap, electronic. I don't know. I mean, just try to play everything, a little bit of everything. The more diverse you are, you know, like the better kind of like realms you can go into.
Okay. What's your favorite kind of music to mix when you're doing these different genres?
I guess, like, I don't know if it's really my favorite, but my, like, talents, I guess, would be hip-hop. Like, a lot of people know me as playing, like, kind of, like, the real, like, good, I don't know, good hip-hop tracks, like the ones that make you dance, blah, blah.
Yeah, like when the crowd's feeling it.
Yeah.
How does it feel when you're performing?
It's amazing. Like, it's just, like, euphoric feeling. I love it. And it's weird because I've done little small backyard parties, and then I've done like parties where there's like 6,000 people there, and you'd think that you'd get nervous from that, but it just feels like so at home. Like, not to be cheesy or anything. Yeah.
Are you good with crowd control? Like when the audience is feeling it, or if they aren't, how are you with that?
Yeah, I mean, crowd control is like, it's really important. The energy of the crowd. If the crowd's feeling you, then you feel them, and it's just like, it makes you do a lot more, like, you just get that much more intimate with it,
Yeah.
And I'm not one of those DJs that's like on the mic 24 hours, like just, hey, everybody put your hands up, or I keep putting your hands up till you can't put them up no more, like, I like to speak with my music. I usually do have a mic in front of me, and that's just for some small talk, maybe like just to get them like to sing with me or something like that. But yeah, I'm not one to talk on the mic a lot, and that's kind of like how I do my crowd control.
Okay. Do you have a preference at like performing at venues or local parties or like things like that?
I do a lot of private events. I will say that that's kind of like where the money is. Clubs are cool, but as far as like income wise, like you got bills to pay, that's where the private events come in handy. Weddings, like it ranges from like $500 to like $1,000.
Oh, okay.
But I just like venues where I like to go everywhere usually. So like, I think a lot of house parties are kind of like that. Like, not the younger crowds, but an older crowd. I get to play like I said, like freestyle, Motown, funk, hip hop, and like, just kind of get to go everywhere.
Yeah.
Once the alcohol's going, it's like, yeah.
Yeah. Are you a resident DJ anywhere?
No, I'm not resident anywhere right now. I just graduated from Cal State San Bernardino's.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you. Got my BA now. Yeah, so I was like just pretty much trying to focus on school. I had 19 units. I was just trying to knock that out of the park. Yeah.
Get that over with. Okay, so I have a question. When you're up there DJing and like someone comes up and says like, what's up? Or like, someone comes up and tries to request a song. I saw in one of your videos you kind of like, brushed it off. Are you in the middle of getting down? What's up with that?
Well, like I don't really mind requests at certain areas. So like if it's a wedding, and the crowd's kind of like whatever, and somebody wants to request something, like, I'll take it. I use it as constructive criticism. Like, sometimes people don't give me the playlist. Like, for private events, it's kind of like I'm, hand for hire, and they tell me what they think their crowd will like, and sometimes their crowd doesn't like it at all, whatever they like. So, I mean, if someone gives me a request, sometimes, if it's reasonable, I'll try it, and if I can get it in, I'll try it. And, if people start to dance to it, then I'll start to build off that, but if it's just like, I don't know, it's like a hood party, and some little kid comes out of nowhere with like, what does a fox say, I'm like, I'm not gonna play that, not the right atmosphere.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, like I try to be courteous, so I'm not gonna be like, fuck you, no request, you know, like that's not me. But I will be like, okay, I'm in the middle of doing something. Let me finish this, and I'll hear you out, whatever you gotta say, you know. And then I'll decide whether I'm gonna play it or not.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I could tell you were feeling it. Like, do you kind of get like energy from the vibe, from the crowd?
Yeah.
Because I saw you get into it. After.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like it's, you know, if the crowd is feeling it, then I feel it and I get more into it, and I think that's important too. Like you got to give your energy, you know, like. If you're just standing up there like a board, like the crowd's not going to be feeling you. You could be playing like the dopest set, but if you're just like a board, people will be like, well, this guy doesn't even look like he's having a good time. Like, I'm not going to have a good time, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so the past EDC, DJ Slander, he mixed a song on one of his bass pod sets with an introed with the Lion King. You know, the I remember you did that at Coyote Wonderland, and that was pretty dope. Did you get a lot of good feedback with that, or where'd you get that idea from?
No, I mean, it's just like a lot of just like sifting. That's kind of what I do. Like I get a bunch of tracks, like especially for the trap set, like that's not exactly my forte, you know, like if I do a trap set, like it's gonna be something small like that. So yeah, I mean, it's just like I download a bunch of music and then I start sifting, like, okay, this one will go with this, you know. Maybe I'll do like 3 like hip hop songs, and I'll do like 3 like kind of like what I would consider like kind of like hard hitting like trap songs, you know, stuff like that. That's kind of like the way the breakdown goes. Yeah. Okay.
Have you ever been just chilling, like not even doing music, and heard a sound and been like, that will be tight over this song, or
like that? That's my life. That's pretty much like, you don't understand how hard it is to be like in school trying to focus on things, and words do that to me. Like if someone says like a phrase, I'll be like, oh, that sounds like a song. And like the teacher's talking, lecturing, going all about, and I'll be like, what song is it? And I'll write the lyrics out, and like I'll Google it, I'll like write it down in my like notes, whatever. Like I have to find this song, you know. Same thing, like if there's like a song that says a certain phrase and I notice that another song says it, that's what we consider wordplay. So like you could probably go from that song to the other song like interchangeably almost.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, so your set from Coyote Fest, I noticed you had a violinist with you. Who was that?
That was my friend Jonathan. Instagram Quartet of One.
Okay, Quartet of One on Instagram, guys. Okay, so was it cool having him as a collab, or you and him collabing on as a performance?
Yeah, so Program Board hit me up with it with the offer like 3 months prior to the event, and Program Board is Cal State San Bernardino's like, you know, event pretty much coordinator, like averages about 6,000 people. Yes, I mean, of course I agreed to do it. I was mainly in it for like the crowd wise, and then I knew that I was gonna get the most out of it like marketing wise, you know. So I had like a cinematographer there, I had a photographer, and then, you know, for some added flair, I wanted something to pop, you know. And they have DJs kind of like every year, so I wanted to stand out. So yeah, what I did was I posted on Instagram, you know, the beauty of social media, and I asked for like if anybody knew a good violinist. And yeah, when I looked into Jonathan's profile and stuff, I seen that he had been doing a little bit like kind of like some different stuff. So we just improvised, and you know, we made it work.
Yeah, and no one else notices.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I mean,
of course.
For you guys, it's big, but like we heard what we heard, and we thought it was hot.
Right.
So that's what's up. So I know you've heard of the new movie coming out. We Are Your Friends. How do you feel about that? Do you feel it's hurting, helping the culture?
Yeah, I don't think that it's helping the culture at all. There's a lot of like turntablists, quote unquote real DJs, that are just like pretty much against it completely. I seen the commercial, and like even the commercial, like it states like all you need is one good track and a little bit of town. That just like blew my mind. Like that's crazy. Like I don't know.
They're downplaying it?
Yeah, it could like speak for anything. Like for, you know, a doctor, like all you need is, I don't know, like a little bit of a degree, and like, you know, like do like one good surgery and you're good. You know, like what kind of shit is that?
Yeah, I feel you. Okay. Our school, Cal State San Bernardino, has a DJ club. Were you a part of that before you graduated?
Yeah. Like I don't know. I will actually take credit for it. It was actually my idea.
Oh.
But I will say this, I didn't like pretty much take the initiative, like needed to to do it. So I actually had help. Like I mentioned it to someone, and oh, his name's Too Much. He's another DJ at the school.
DJ Too Much.
Right.
Okay.
So I actually mentioned it to him, and he just ran with it. So like we actually, you know, we are the founders, but like I said, like I've been wanting to start it for a while now. But I'm just glad. I'm fortunate. Like I don't, you know, discredit him at all. Like I'm glad that he did what he did. You know, I was just busy with school.
You think that's gonna help a lot of people on campus get into DJing, or people who are already DJing? You think that's gonna help them be better, or what is it for?
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much Like we wanted it to be like about networking, and then also like people can get whatever they want out of it. You know, it's a brand new club, so it was kind of like open for whatever we wanted it to be.
Venues for you to go through in helping yourself DJ the club. There's academies and schools and stuff like that, which I didn't even know. I didn't know there was DJ schools. So
as far as learning wise.
Yeah, learning wise.
Yeah. And just to clarify too, like learn. Yeah, it's important to learn. You know, at your house or learn like I said when we say club, like the DJ club. You know. Not at the club, which is what a lot of DJs do. You know, people will go to the club and then they'll be like, oh, now's the perfect time to practice. Like, everybody's gonna see you fucking up. Like, don't practice here, dude. Like, practice at your house. Practice where you can, you know, master your skill.
Yeah. So, I have a question. As a DJ, what do you feel your job is to the audience?
I guess provide them with a good time. I mean, I guess that's what I would deem it as, you know. Just play good music and just make sure that they enjoy it. And sometimes that is hard to do for certain crowds, you know. I know like when I first started DJing, like high schools, they were kind of hard because, you know, you had to have the clean versions for high schools and you know, high school kids, they want to hear like the dirty versions, so you can't play that. So, you know, you kind of got to work with what you got. And then a lot of them in high school, like, you know, they're all sober. So there are a lot of times they're like, I want to hear my particular song and I'm not going to dance till I hear it. And then when you play that song, they'll dance for that one song and then they'll leave. Yeah. You know, so it's like, yeah, like, I don't know, it gets kind of tough sometimes, but.
Yeah. It all depends on the crowd, huh? Always.
The atmosphere, yeah.
Okay, so where can we find some of your mixes?
On Mixcloud, I have which is also like on my website, connected to my website. Yeah, and I have a freestyle mix, I have a funk one, I have like a top 40 one, a R&B one. I think that's like kind of like one of the fan favorites. It's like a sleeper. Like it doesn't have like the most plays, but whenever anyone listens to it, they always like they hit me up like the next day or something like, yo, like you put all the jams in there.
You did.
Yeah, I mean I'm a 90s baby, so there's like some 90s R&B and then like early 2000 like R&B in there, and then I think even like a little bit of today's like R&B, you know, whatever like fits.
Yeah. On your Mixcloud, the one that's titled Something for the Funksters, Not for the Youngsters, that one's kind of like a Motown type beat, old school.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I genuinely would play that at like one of my barbecues or something.
Okay.
I know my parents would like that, so I'm gonna have them listen to that. Check it out.
I wanna actually do a Motown one because that one's like a little bit more like on the funk side. So I've been like going to this. So the spot is the Shortstop in LA in Echo Park, and yeah, like they have Motown Mondays and it's like straight Motown and it's a blast. Like I love going there. I love going to different events where they have different types of music because, you know, like realistically I play like the same type of stuff like for the average listener. So I love like going to different realms where I get to play other things, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why I dabble with like the Motown stuff. Like I just started like checking out a spot that plays reggae and like dance hall, and that's interesting. You know, like I like that a lot. Yeah.
Dance hall music. I like that.
Yeah.
We want to go with you when you go to that.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I love taking people with me too to like just get a new. I love just like getting that new experience. You know, it's like you can go there all the time by yourself, and you know you'll still have a fun time. But when you bring new people and like kind of like just enlighten them, you know, it's really cool. Like I I get excited that they get excited. They're like, wow, like they play this type of stuff. Like this is what it is. Like yeah, this is it.
Yeah, that's really cool. Cause like, and then also you know how you do like the DJ battles. People come out to those. Like people, was that set up strictly for a battle, or were you guys there already and decided like, all right, let's have a challenge or something?
No,
like
yeah,
that?
it was a battle. Like you know, and you know you got to prepare for that and all that. And yeah, like, you know, some of those guys are your friends, but that night, fucking, you gotta kill them. Like, you know, that's your job.
Yeah. How are those fun?
Yeah, they're fun. And like I said, like, it's cool. Like, I like to challenge myself, you know. It's important not to get too comfortable, and I think that's kind of why I've actually strayed a little bit from residency. Like, I haven't pushed that too much because I feel like I'll get too comfortable. Like I'll just get bored, and it's hard to be creative when you're doing the same thing every week or something like that.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of creativity, what are some creative things you've been up to? What are some creative things you've been doing lately?
I got a mix coming out. I'm trying to get it out by 4th of July. It's like a pool party type of pool party, and like I want to say like the club though, like not like your backyard pool party. You know, there's just nothing wrong with that, but that's just the way the mix is coming out.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what like I've been working on. I've also been like I have time now that I graduated, and I've been learning a little bit of the piano because I would like to get into production. So I feel like piano's like a good foundation, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I did that mix. I want to do a Motown one. And yeah, that's pretty much like what I got going on right now.
Do you have any contact info or social media you want to give the viewers to follow you on or keep up with you?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much I just say, you know, just to lump sum it up, is just visit my website, djwall-e.com. And it has everything, you know. It has my prices, it has my calendar on it, like as far as when I'm booked. It has my Instagram, all that stuff. Like you can just, I think it's a real, like, a good place to see kind of like, if you're really interested in me, to learn about me.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for coming on In the Click today.
No problem.
It was nice having you. Everyone, DJ Wally.
Thank you.